Hello students, myself Shraddha Agarwal from Holy Hearts Education Academy. Students, class 12 students, today I am going to deal with the topic colligative property. Now, today I am going to deal the first topic of the colligative property, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure, and second will be osmotic pressure. So, students, what do you mean by relative lowering of vapor pressure? That means there is a difference in the vapor pressure of a solution as well as solvent. That is known to be relative lowering of vapor pressure. This topic already I have told you in my last video why the vapor pressure of a solution is less than that of the solvent. So coming to the topic, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. So colligative property are those property which depends upon the number of solute particle irrespective of its nature. That means it does not depend whether the solute is polar or non-polar. Now the first topic is relative lowering of vapor pressure. From Raoult's law we have already derived that P naught A minus Ps upon P naught A equal to Nb upon Na plus Nb. Whereas P naught A represent the partial vapor pressure of pure component A, whereas Ps represent the partial vapor pressure of a solution. Nb represent the number of moles of solute, whereas Na represent the number of moles of solvent. Now just to find out the molecular mass for both dilute and concentrated solution, I have reciprocated this equation 1 and it comes to be P naught A upon P naught A minus Ps equal to Na plus Nb upon Nb. Taking Nb as a common, the equation comes to be P naught A upon P naught A minus Ps is equal to Na upon Nb plus 1. Now by solving this equation, I got this equation first of all, that is the 1 is shifted to be this side. Later on I got the final equation, that is Ps upon P naught A minus Ps is equal to Na upon Nb, or we can also write it down that P naught A minus Ps upon Ps is equal to Nb upon Na. I have told you that N represents the number of moles, hence number of moles can be calculated by the formula given mass upon molecular mass. Hence the equation come to be P naught A minus Ps upon Ps is equal to Wb upon Mb upon Wa upon Ma. The final equation come to be P naught A minus Ps upon Ps is equal to Wb into Ma upon Mb into Wa. From this formula I can calculate the value of Mb. Now the second is osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure, the first topic come to be osmosis. What do you mean by osmosis? That is the movement of solvent particle from lower concentration to higher concentration through semi-permeable membrane is known to be osmosis. Here I have written. Osmosis can be classified into two categories, that is endoosmosis as well as exoosmosis. Endoosmosis, the word endo means inward, whereas exoosmosis, that means outward flow. So endoosmosis, that means the movement of solvent particle inside the cell, and exoosmosis, that means movement of solvent particle from the cell into the container. That means here the shrink happens. For example, endoosmosis, if we are going to keep resins into the water, it swells up because the movement of particle get inside the cell. Whereas exoosmosis, if I am going to keep the grapes in a sugar solution, it gets shrinks. This is known to be exoosmosis. So to explain the osmotic pressure, I have made a diagram. Here I have made two compartments, compartment A, compartment B. This compartment A and B is separated by a semi-permeable membrane. In compartment A, I have filled a solution, whereas in compartment B, there is a solvent. You can see a broad end at the solution side, whereas narrow end at the solvent side. During osmosis process, the solvent particle from compartment B move to compartment A. Hence, it will push the piston to the upward direction. When external pressure is applied by the help of piston on the solution side so that the osmosis process sees out, that pressure is known to be osmotic pressure. And if higher pressure than that is applied, the solvent particle from the solution starts migrating toward the solvent. So this is known to be reverse osmosis. So reverse osmosis I have written here. If a pressure higher than osmotic pressure is applied on the solution, the solvent will flow from solution to the pure solvent through the semi-permeable membrane. This is known to be reverse osmosis. And the best example of a reverse osmosis is desalination of seawater, and it is also work in the water purifier. Now, we have to prove that osmotic pressure is a colligative property. osmotic pressure is represented by the sign pi. Pi is directly proportional to C, that is concentration, whereas pi is directly proportional to T, that is temperature. Hence equation come to be pi is directly proportional to Ct. To remove this proportionality sign, I have used a constant known to be R. So the equation come to be pi equal to CRT. C is number of moles upon volume, that is Nb upon V. So the equation come to be pi equal to Wb upon Mb RT upon V, or we can also say that pi is equal to Wb into R into T upon Mb into V. From this equation I can calculate the value of Mb. So Mb is the molecular mass of the solute, hence molecular mass of the solute is equal to Wb into R into T upon pi into V. So we can conclude here that molecular mass as well as osmotic pressure are inversely proportional to each other. There are so many uses of osmosis in our day-to-day life. For example, vegetables, during summers we can see that generally the vegetable vendors spray water over the vegetables. Why? Because due to endoosmosis, the water get inside the vegetable and its shape and size looks good and it seems to be fresh. So these are the application of osmosis. You have to prepare the notes of this topic as well as solve the question related to the molecular mass of colligative property. Thank you.